down right there. Perfect. So, what's on my mind? Not much at all. Not much at all. Just more than anything, I got work. I got my legs messed up. I gotta go get it. I went to go get it checked out. Hopefully, and now I gotta go to a specialist. It's got some damage on my veins, but hopefully I can go get it taken care of. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. But I gotta go to the. What I'm thinking about is how am I gonna go back to work? I got a few days off till Monday. It's Wednesday. But realistically, now I gotta go to Prime. I gotta get cleared. Then I gotta be on light duty until something with my leg is better because right now I can't be on my feet too long. Orders from my doctor. So expect the unexpected, dude. Things happen and you gotta deal with it, man. Things happen. Bodies get messed up. Bodies freak out. Bodies do what they want to do. And you just gotta adapt. Thank God though, we got good medical attention, doctors, all of that. Thank God everything, can get fixed. Hopefully thank God we caught it early. And that's the best, You don't want to get it when it's too late. I have some scars on my leg from when I got hurt like 2 years ago. I fell onto a beam and I hit my leg right underneath my knee. And I worked on it. I didn't report it. I worked on it for like a week, 2 weeks. It got messed up, it got swollen. It was the hottest summer I think I've experienced in my life. I'm talking I was sweating all day long. And then I was drinking caffeine, a lot of it. So just increasing the heat. I don't know how I didn't get like heat stress or something, bro. It's ridiculous. And thank God, one day I just woke up and I just felt the pain. My leg was getting swollen. If I have a picture, I'll put it right here, dude. And I know I do have a picture, bro. It was so bad. It looked so ugly, and it hurt so bad. Like there was so much pressure built up. They said the infection could have gone to my bones. I could have lost my leg. Thank God I didn't. Uh, the pain was excruciatingly terrible. I missed quite a amount of work. I paid out of my pocket because I didn't have insurance at that in those days yet. But bro, the dumbest, worst thing. If you get hurt, man, don't take too long to go get it checked out. Go get it checked out early on before it gets worse. Don't think it's cowardly or sissy to go get checked out, bro. Health isn't a joke. Health isn't a joke, dude. And the quicker you can, get the remedy for it, the medicine for it, the surgery for it, the better because you don't want to be the guy that was got there too late or but yeah. So don't wait too freaking long before you go to the doctor, dude. Don't wait too long. You don't want to be the guy like I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Another piece of advice, calm down on the caffeine. You don't want to be the guy that has the panic attacks or you want to be the guy that you got a messed up heart. Dude, take care of your heart. Take care of your body, bro, because when you're young, when you're freaking 16, 18, 20, you feel invincible, dude. I felt invincible. You don't really think about, the health. And then something happens and then you start thinking about all this stuff. So be careful with your caffeine intake, bro. Don't be overdoing it, dude. You're better off getting better sleep. You're better off sleeping. Like, if you sleep good and you get used to not drinking caffeine, you'll have like good energy. You'll have regular energy. Because caffeine really realistically it just makes you a little high for a little bit, then you feel drained later on. Or it just spikes your cortisol and your cortisol is just you're at fight or flight at all times, it's gonna mess you up. Even if you're interacting with people, I would just be very careful with caffeine intake. I'll be very careful with what type of pills you're taking. If you're if you're the type of guy to smoke weed, dude, I would quit it because everybody's figuring it out now. You get like derealization, disassociation, like schizophrenic vibes, bro. Take care of your body, bro. Don't don't kill yourself, dude. Don't liquor too, bro. Be smart, man. Just be a little wiser. Do your cardio because it's cool you can lift weights, but if you're gassed all the time, if you do a little jog, you're gassed. Like that's not good, man. You gotta be a little bit fit, bro. If you're 20, 21, 22, me, I'm 22. Like if you're 30, bro, you should be fit. There should be no excuse. You're young. You got the ability. If you're a healthy young man, like with your body, if your body's healthy, if you're capable of, moving around and stuff, you should be able to be healthy. You should really just take care of your body. Don't go freaking starve maxing either. You don't want to be passing out, in the middle of the street or something, in the middle of school, in the middle of work. You want to be healthy, man. Forget all the starve maxing, forget all these stupid, ridiculous things. Take care of your body, man. Get some sun while you're at it. Go talk to some people. Go talk to some girls, man. If you're not married, if you don't have a girlfriend, like you're a young single dude, go out there and enjoy a little bit, man. And work hard, yes, but also enjoy. You know what I mean? You can't just live your life just fighting, just fighting, fight. Like there's times to fight, there's times to relax, there's times to just chill. There's times where you need to lock in, yes. There's times when you gotta get your diet right. But there's also times to just chill, eat that cake. Or chill and drink that Coca-Cola, man. So you know what I mean? But yeah, be health conscious. Take care of your body, dude. You don't want to be the guy that gets. I've said it a million times already, but just be wise. Be wise. And realistically, bro, quit the caffeine. Drink maybe a cup of coffee. If you go on a detox, you'll feel a cup of coffee without all the sugar and stuff. It don't matter. You can drink it with sugar. But if you go on a detox and you drink a coffee, you're gonna feel the energy. But if you're drinking it day after day, you're just messing yourself up, man. You're just cranking your nervous system. You're not realistically gonna get the good effects from the caffeine, and you're gonna want to up your dose. It's just gonna mess you up, dude. Just learn to get sleep. Learn to wake up when the sun comes up or earlier, or learn to go if you're working days, a 9 to 5 or day shift. Go to sleep before when the sun's gonna come down. Maybe a few hours later. Don't be on the screens. I'm guilty of it too, bro. Everybody says, "Hey, get off the screens. Get off the 1 hour before bed, 2 hours before bed." Because if not, your brain doesn't wind down. Apparently, your brain doesn't like go into shutdown mode before you go to bed. Start right now, dude. And if you're already older, you can start. It don't matter. You're if you're 40 years old, bro, you can start and you'll be okay. Realistically. Maybe you have some side effects or some consequences from what you've done to your body in the past, bro. But if you're 40, you really still have time to recover. If you're 50, bro, but realistically, start as young as possible to take care of your body, to take care of your mind, to take care of your eyes, your ears. Just you don't want to be the guy with the belly at 25. At 21, dude, that's not. Be healthy, man. We have all the resources and all the information to just take care of yourself, man. You don't want to be the guy that can't, you know, that can't go up some stairs without being gassed or can't run a sprint, dude. Take care of your body. And apart from that, yeah, so I had to go to the doctor. I had to get checked out. As much as I hate, you know, as I've gotten like hurt and stuff, looking at my leg, like as I've seen myself, not be invincible, I realize that I have no shame. If you gotta go to the doctor, go. If you gotta get something checked out, get it checked out. Like, you shouldn't feel shame or you shouldn't feel bad for having health issues, bro, because that's part of life, especially when you get older. And we live in a cursed world, a fallen world, so no, you're not gonna be healthy all the time. And as you get older, it gets, harder, worse. Depends on the person, depends on the genetics, depends how good you take care of yourself, or depends whatever, you live through. But realistically, you should be taking care of your body early on. Your teeth, your ears, your eyes, like take care of your if you work in a place where there's a lot of noise, put those earplugs in, dude. You don't want to be that guy that's deaf at 30 years old, 40 years old. That's terrible, dude. You can't enjoy the music, you can't enjoy conversations. You're over here like, what? No, dude. Take care of your ears. Take care of your eyes. Take care of your teeth. Go to the dentist. I need to go to the dentist. I'm going to go to the dentist. Hopefully, maybe in the next few days when I get a chance. I gotta go to the eye doctor as well. Your body, you're like a car sometimes. You need that tune up, bro. You're gonna need those new spark plugs. You're gonna need new oil. You need to change out the old oil. You gotta get new oil. Uh, you're not a freaking invincible machine as much as you want to be. And if you're younger, your body can compensate, right? But when you're but all that compensating is gonna mess you up in the long run. So eventually you're not gonna be able to keep up, and then you're gonna go down. So yeah, check out your body, get your sunlight, drink your vitamins, take care of your liver, take care of your kidneys, take care of all of that. That way in the future you can eat that good food without it killing you, without you being like, oh, I can't eat that. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, bro, you don't want to be that guy. I say that you don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to have to be going through that, man. I have a buddy, he's 22 and he got like gastritis in the stomach. And me too, a little bit. We had to learn to eat less spicy. Dude was eating these the Mexican hot Cheetos. I told him, bro, those mess up my stomach every time I eat them. A few weeks later, we went to Pluckers. He said, "Oh man, I can't eat wings, bro. Why? Cause my gastritis. I get a heartburn and all that stuff." I'm like, dang, what the freak? And a few days later, I got some too. Like, take care. Like, it sucks. It sucks how my contacts are messing with me. It sucks how you gotta like how how sick you can get and all that stuff. Some people have it worse than others, but you gotta be conscious of all that stuff, dude. You gotta be super conscious of all that stuff. Especially like I said it one time, I said it again. As you're young, as you're young, don't break your back. I freaking strained my back the other day, bro. It sucks. Shouldn't have happened, but it happened and happened fast before I even had the chance to react. It happened. So it's part of life. But now I'm glad it wasn't like a disc hernia. I'm thankful to God it wasn't something terrible. Because and it's something just muscular. Because that stuff not only is it expensive, bro, but it takes time to recover. It just puts you on hold so bad, bro. Like be s- don't try to please others by lifting heavy at work. Take care of your back, bro. Take care of your feet. Take care of your fingers. Take care of your eyeballs. Take care of your ears. That job is going to get done one way or another. You'll get replaced within a day, within a week, replaced. But you're the one that's going to suffer when your body's messed up. And no one's going to go and help you. No one's going to go and save you. So be wise on that. I would really suggest that you be wise on that. And whatever it is, bro, if you're working behind a computer, take care of your eyes. Get some sunlight, dude. Don't be in a building all day. You know what I mean? Don't just come home and eat some crap, some McDonald's, or just we got to make an effort to take care of yourself. You got to make an effort to not believe you're invincible. Just live life on the edge, bro. Don't put me and my buddy. We had a thing. We said we push our limits, and we do push our limits, and we push our limits so much, in fact, that you get hurt, you get sick, you get health complications. Don't push your limits, bro. Don't push your limits in that way. Be moderate. Do everything in moderation. Do every like sooner or later it catch up to you, man. Whether it's unhealthy eating habits or whether it's what do you call it? Bad sleeping. You know what I mean? Sooner or later it catches up to you. So make sure to be conscious of the fact that you need to take care of your body. But moving on to the next conversation. I guess that all and again, this is all happening at the moment. I feel like I'm gonna look bad at work because I'm missing more days. I got sick not even too long ago. Last month, I was out for like 2 weeks. It looks bad. I know it looks bad. But what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go back to work and be hurt? Get hurt? Worse? Then who's the one's gonna be suffering? Not the company, not them. It's gonna be me. So I'm gonna be the one at the doctor. I'm gonna be the one having to deal with all that stuff. So hey man, take care of yourself. Prioritize it. That way you can work another 30 years if you have to. That way you're not the guy that pushed through it. And you know who the guy that pushed through it is? You see him at work all the time. It's the dude that's limping. He's 60 years old, still working at the plant. He's limping, can barely walk. His legs hurt, his hips hurt, everything hurts, bro. Don't be that guy because he was probably the guy that pushed through it, or he never checked himself out, and his body healed itself, but it healed itself in a bad way. And so, excuse me. And so now he's messed up for life, and he has to deal with that pain day by day. So don't be the hero. Don't be prideful, and don't be ashamed. Take care of your body. Whatever you're doing, someone's gonna do it with or without you. So put yourself in the best position to where you're healthy, you're ready to go. You know what I mean? Take those breaks, take that vacation, man. Don't You're not Superman. Nobody is. Nobody's Superman. Trust me. And yeah, it looks bad, but jobs come and go, bro. Thankfully, I've been here for 3 years. But you're even I know there's like I said in God's sovereignty, He knows why I'm home. He knows why uh my legs messed up. He knows why my back got hurt. He knows why he's doing all these things happen. Joseph, we could go back to that story. Joseph got sold to Egypt by his brothers for in the future for them to be able to buy grain from him because he got put in second command to the Pharaoh so that the tribes, the whole lineage could survive. And then but his but what happened to get him there? His brothers betrayed him. But then you're finishing Genesis, and then Joseph says his brothers are scared that he's gonna get mad at them once his dad passed away. He was like, fast forward, right? He said, "Well, y'all meant for evil, God meant for good." So maybe what's happening to me right now, you know, something means it for evil. We don't. Our fight isn't against blood and flesh, but against spiritual things at times. Yes. So maybe this is part of it, right? But you can't look at it face value. You gotta look at it from the bigger picture. And maybe you can't see the bigger picture, so that's where faith comes into the equation. That's where you gotta have faith and say, you know what, I really don't understand why I'm going through this or why I'm dealing with this, but I know that Bible verse right here for for those who love Christ, those who will love God, all things work out for good. So it's gonna work out for good. I know it's gonna work out for good. I know it's for the best that I caught it earlier than and I should have caught it even earlier, but I'm glad I caught it now before it got too bad. Before it could have been some serious, serious, maybe in surgery. I don't know. I might have to get surgery on this. I don't know. But I'm glad I caught it, right? And so down the line, I don't have to suffer. Down the line, my kids don't have to suffer because their dad can't take care of them, or their dad can't work, or whatever, X, Y, and Z, or my wife. So in God's sovereignty, I'm at my house right now. In God's sovereignty, you're going through whatever you're going through, but that was God's plan already, right? If you're in His will. And I would really recommend for everybody to think about this. Like, God's in control of all things. And whether you're with Him or not, He's in control of your life because He's sovereign over everything. Now, would you rather be on His side or against Him? Because God can use you, like He says, God hardened Pharaoh's heart. So He could manifest His glory and taking the Israelites or basically the Israelites from Egypt, taking them out. It says that in Romans. He hardened his heart. It also says that Pharaoh hardened his own heart, right? But it also says that Yahweh hardened his heart. And then Paul says, uh, what is it? Lord, help me remember. He's the master. God's sovereign, right? Out of this batch of clay, it kind of says like this. It says he'll have somebody for honorable use or for dishonorable use. But who are you, oh man, to really talk back to God and say, why are you doing this way and this way? No, he's God. He has control over his own creation. And his will is stronger than our will, I would argue. And so you put into that perspective, and at the same time, somewhere in between all of this, we do have free will. So you gotta be mindful and say, okay, would I rather be with God or against God? Would I rather Him fight for me or against me? You know what I mean? So I would think to myself, all right, I'm suffering right now. Um, since I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, since I know His plans for my life are good, you know, in the big picture of all these things, in the grand scheme of everything, I know that whatever I'm going through is for a reason. I know that whatever I'm going through, it has a purpose, right? And that's where faith comes in. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith in His character, on how God is. Now, if I was against God, or I didn't have God, I would just think about it like I'm just suffering for no reason. And I wouldn't really have a hope for things to get better. In reality, I could just hope for things to get worse, things to end. So I would just be like pretty, defeated. I just get back and I worked a week, 2 weeks. Now I'm back out. Now what do I do? No. But if you have faith in Christ, if you have faith in God and Jesus, you know that everything's going to work out one way or another, and that everything has its purpose, and that He's in control of all things. And maybe, like I said, you can't see it from the face value. You don't see the bigger picture, but God's God's uh, God's ways are greater than our ways. So you gotta think something. He's doing something, and it's His plan. He's in control. And He loves me, so I know whatever it is, it's gonna be okay. At the end of the day, at the end when we get through all these things, it's gonna be okay. And it was His plan, so it's gonna work out for good. I don't know exactly what it is, but God knows why. Maybe if I was at work today, I'll get fired. Maybe if I was at work today, I'll get hurt. Worse. Maybe, you don't know, dude. But God knows. So you gotta have faith in him. You gotta have faith in his plans. You gotta have faith in his ways. You gotta have faith in his character, that he loves us, that he's taking care of us. Nothing's meaningless. With God, it has meaning. But yeah, man. But in the meantime, hold on to the faith. Get on your knees and pray. Get in the word. Sometimes you're going to go through things so you can help other people in the future with those same things, similar things. Or sometimes you're going to go through things so God can fortify you, make you stronger, to transform you, to strengthen you. But that's his plan, and that's his ways, and that's why we got to have trust in him, in his sovereignty, in his control over everything. You know what I mean? We got to have faith. We got to have faith. Why are my contacts so blurry? But other than that, life is good, dude. Life is good for sure. I'm getting a chance to make this video, getting more time. I'm gonna keep working on the business. I'm gonna get it figured out. I'm really reevaluating a lot of things. Like, should I keep working in this job, or should I find a new job somewhere better? Or, you get time to think, you get time to meditate, and more than anything, you need to have time to pray and ask God about it. Ask God, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? What steps do you want me to do? Guide me and lead me. What's crazy about all these things, dude, is that God is faithful, even sometimes when we're unfaithful. Like, it may seem like he's not in the picture, but he is. Realistically, he's in the picture. And I think he showed me this when literally yesterday I was streaming, I was sleeping, and I had a dream. I had a dream that a dog was in my gate and got out, and I was chasing it around, running around chasing it. And crazy enough, I woke up that day. I went to get something from the truck. It's outside the gate. I left the gate a little bit open. My dog gets out. I have to chase him down. The dog in my dream was a Doberman, and my dog's not a Doberman, he's a mutt. But I had to chase him around, just like in my dream. And the other thing that I dreamt was that there was a tiger in the same dream, and it came out in my front yard. And I went to my garage and I was trying to look for a gun to kill it. I don't know, that could be metaphorical, that could be, it could represent something, but I'm not gonna look too much into it. But I did have that dream. So, and I've been reading about Joseph having dreams and how he interpreted those dreams. God interpreted him for him. So I had that dream and I was like, okay, well, God's with me because he showed me that that was gonna happen. God's with you, bro. Even when you don't think he is. God's with you even when you think like he's really far away, he's really close actually.